Welcome back for a Harrop team member feature build. Zach from our sales and service team speaks to a lot of our customers and he's got a pretty tidy SS Wagon.
I do. Had it for a couple of years now, so it's definitely changed a bit since I first bought it.
So you've had a lot of vehicles, but I know you've had a VZ Maloo back in the day.
Yep.
So familiar with HSVs, but this is actually a Holden Redline 2014 model.
Correct, yeah. So SS Redline, I've obviously changed it quite a bit since I bought it. Effectively wanted a HSV, but wanted that sort of value for money vehicle. So, yeah.
So when you got it, it was pretty much stock, like in terms of bumpers and wheels and suspension and everything. Yeah,
the car was dead standard, one owner when I first bought it. I bought the Redline as like a starting platform. It's got a couple of the HSV features effectively that I was looking for. So heads-up display, it's got Brembo brakes on the front, so a little bit bigger than standard.
And you've done a really nice job. Like I think the combination's so, I won't say typical, but a lot of our customers that are not going wild with built engines, the 2300 Supercharger is, you know, the perfect power adder for a 6 litre. What was the stages and the vision in terms of where you wanted to build it out to?
Yeah, for sure. So my vision effectively was to have something HSV-esque. So I wanted supercharged, daily driver, like a good value for money build effectively. So wanted to keep something that was going to make power and super safe. So still standard piston and rod combo. So haven't touched a bottom end. Just done, heads, camshaft and supercharger, standard auto. So
I think the engine package is very familiar for a lot of customers that want that big jump up in power and torque, but they're not going crazy with a fully built engine and racing the car or chasing 1,000+ horsepower. So the car looks fantastic though, like it's far from factory in terms of SS Redline spec. You've done the Club Sport bar, I think the side mirrors are HSV as well?
Yeah, just the mirror caps are black in colour. So it's got the Club Sport front bumper, the F2 HSV side skirts, HSV taillights, because the standard taillights on these are atrocious, and the black side indicators or vents, just to sort of freshen the car up and make it look a bit more modern.
Well, I think everyone loves the stance on this car. We've had it to a couple of events, which we can show on the screen, like the Killer Cars event. The number plate's been a bit of a hit as well, but the suspension you've upgraded and the Gen F2 GDS wheels just set the whole package off. Yeah, it's
had a couple of wheels on it since I bought it, so came obviously standard with the 19-inch Redlines. Moved to like the SV forged, so the black option wheel that was for the HSV Wagon. But these F2 GDS wheels came up for a good price, and I think having a bit of colour in the wheel instead of that sort of black, it helps the wheels sort of pop and sets the vehicle up. But yeah, the suspension's a full air ride system. Air ride looked after me with that one, so installed it all at home. And yeah, it's got E-level, so it's got a ECU that controls the height. And yeah, it's got standard preset heights. So yeah, pretty handy.
Yeah, the HSV wheels set it off. They're obviously the staggered factory wheels, so you've got a little bit more tyre width in the back. So moving to the engine package, you're obviously helping a lot of our customers spec out what their build visions are. The camshaft was one of the first BTR Red Hot Cams that we did through the workshop. And how's that in terms of livability and performance from your point of view?
It's a daily driver. So the Red Hot, I think, is the really good, I guess, overall camshaft. So it's still got standard torque converter, standard auto. It's daily driven. It's not super pushy on the torque converter. Only really on like in here, on the polished floor, you can kind of feel it a little bit. Yeah, as you were saying, with this package sort of being common, effectively, of what we recommend to our customers, the first question we generally ask is, what is your power goal and sort of what are you looking to achieve? And if someone just wants that sort of next level of power, but they don't want to go spending big bucks building a motor, this is the perfect combination.
I totally agree. BTR, Brian Tooley and I were talking about the naming of the Red Hot Cam. It's like the hot sauce that actually goes on everything. So it's a cam, whether it's an NA build or whether it's a PD blower build like we offer, it works exceptionally well. And it's got that idle that people love in terms of it's just the right amount of lump.
Really happy with how the car's ended up sounding with this cam and the full Harrop exhaust as well.
That's right, yes. It's got the 3-inch with the headers.
Yep, certainly does. So it's got the ceramic coated headers, which obviously are really good for heat and they look quite nice as well. And yeah, our full twin 3-inch.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic. Engine bay looks really well presented. Obviously, we've got our new billet flat coil covers that we've had out for a little while. The OTR's extremely popular with the FDFI combination, and we got it on the dyno this morning just to give it a run up, and I wasn't here, but it made pretty decent numbers.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it made in the sort of mid to high 400s, which is plenty for a daily driver. So
what have we got? We've got 85 top pulley.
Yeah, so we're pretty much on the lowest boost. So 85mm top pulley, as I mentioned before, standard pistons and rods. So I wanted to keep it super safe, and yeah, just a really out of the box complete package.
Well, you know what's my strong preference on the performance fleet, so it fits in really nicely with that. We've got the windscreen banner. Love the car. Great to showcase it for the channel and keep enjoying it for many years to come.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.